Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. The fans making some noise here at the Knicks Arena. The New York Knicks are getting settled in. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace misses. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started. And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's SGA. The Thunder with another miss. Left side, Towns. Here's Hart. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And the all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
Now, here's SGA. He can't get it to go. Down low. Pass to McBride. And again, it's New York.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. Still without a basket in the game.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Now, here's Bridges. And Towns throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Hart, that's good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Knicks on offense. They're on a 14-2 run here. From downtown. Rebound by Williams. Thunder trailing by 12. Guys, they're looking for a
And here we go. NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. Now here's Murray. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Back to Nurkic. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Outside Watson. Back to Jokic. To the paint. Murray, no good. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Back over to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Murray. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, Murray is a very good outside shooter, but I think he's at his best when he gets into the paint.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's George. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Count it. And so George will bring it up for Utah. Trailing by 2. To the left side wing. Here's Nurkic. Rebounded by Johnson. Pass to Jokic. To the middle. Johnson with a bucket.
Teammates benefit so much from playing with Jokic. He draws all the attention, then sets you up for the score.
George with the bucket. George has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Johnson with a bucket.
Well, for a guy with a scorer's mentality, Murray is almost surprisingly willing to pass the ball.
Now here's George. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. George has got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And stolen by Murray. And they're pushing it up. Here's Jokic. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Down low. Nurkic. Denver grabs the miss. Pass to Murray. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Woo!
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Now here's Markkanen. No points yet. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's George. Going inside. Excellent defense there from Watson. And so it's Denver. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Well, we always talk about Murray's shooting, but he can attack the basket as well.
And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one of a kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Guards like Murray, they are so good when they're attacking the rim.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Jazz trail by 11. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Utah making a switch here. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
Now Murray. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. No, sir. He's now 3 for 5 in this one. To the inside. Filipowski. Excellent defense there from Watson.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Murray, no good. Jazz trail by 11. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this. Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Strong finish by Bailey. Here's a guy who wants to slam it.
Pass to Jokic. It's Watson on the wing. Outside Jones. Johnson on the wing. Denver moving it around. Back to Jones. The Nuggets need to get one up. The shot by Johnson, no good. A minute 50 left in the first half. Collier, no good. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. Outside Murray. Pass to Jones. Back to Murray. 4-3. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Bailey. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
Yeah, for this coaching staff, they want Bailey operating in the paint. I mean, he's got athleticism and touch.
Back to Johnson. Jokic up top. The rebound by Filipowski. Jazz trail by 9. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Murray. Misses the layup. On offense, here's Utah. Here's Mikhailuk. Gets the 3 ball to go. Now just a 4-point Denver lead.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Murray makes it look easy at the rim.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Markkanen misses. The Nuggets lead by 6.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Johnson with a bucket.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Coach, Nikola Jokic, a guy who thrives playing through contact.
Well, B.A., you know what? Sometimes, yes, maybe more than any other player, when Jokic is forced backwards, he tends to get more creative. It's confounding what this guy can do at his size. Never ceases to amaze.
Pass to Holmes. Inside. Strawther, no good. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Markkanen. Hauled in by Brown. Here's Strawther. Back to Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Here's George. Yep, count it. George has got 8.
An efficient finisher inside. George makes the most of the close-range opportunity.
Now here's Brown. Yet to see a basket. To the inside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Well, at 6'11", 275, Valanciunas can really carve out space down low.
Down low. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And B.A., if you let him, he will do damage.
No resistance, you pay.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it's stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high. I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Denver shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. 11-point game. And he makes it.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, guys. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back to you.
They're good with him in the lineup. All right, Allie, thank you. Rebounded by Nurkic. And stolen by Hardaway. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And with Hardaway, he has no fear on the court. To him, there's no defender he can't take on. No shot he can't make.
Hardaway hits them both. And a contract extension this summer for Jazz head coach Will Hardy.
Well, one of the youngest head coaches in the league. He has the respect of all of the other head coaches. He's part of that Spurs coaching tree, and his extension runs through 2031, which is a nice commitment from the Jazz.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. .146 left in the third quarter here. To the middle. Here's Love. 2 points. That one goes.
And Love is a high percentage shooter in the paint.
Denver leading by 7. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
To the paint. Kick out to Brown. .58 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. 4 on the clock. It's hauled in by Collier. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to Brown. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Anderson.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
It's his first trip to the line. And the second free throw is good. Here's Collier. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hendricks. Here's the 3. He can't hit that time. Denver leading by 7. Now here's Valanciunas. Covered by Love. And it's good for 2. Valanciunas has got 6.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Denver shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw drops for Valanciunas. And Valanciunas drops them both. Here's Collier. Here's Hendricks. And so it's Denver. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's mostly due to their And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. Good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And when Markkanen is used correctly, he can be an important contributor. A big man who can really shoot, which is valuable in today's game.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player. So it definitely runs in the family.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
A nice shot by Filipowski. The Nuggets lead by 12. Here's Murray. And he drives in.
Yeah, exceptional focus from Murray offensively tonight.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Collier. Puts up a deep 3. And stolen by Jokic. Back to Watson. Launches a three. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Nuggets?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Jazz trail by 17. For three, George. Rebounded by Johnson. So it's Denver now. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Here's Jokic. Again, Denver scores.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Jones from outside. Picked it out of midair. A shot to stop the run. And Bailey gets it to go.
Well, a good idea to set up Bailey. He's got that high release. He's such an exciting young player.
Both hands there for a little extra.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And Peyton Watson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Jokic pulls it down. Denver leading by 16. Jones outside. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Yes! Using that window!
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Johnson outside. Murray looking around. Outside Jokic. Now Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Love.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Knocks down the trifecta.
Well, Love always has his head up and scanning the floor for open passing.
Jokic. No good from 3. Jazz trail by 13. And a one-handed slam.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Nuggets.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Nikola Jokic.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Murray. Oh, it doesn't go. And here are the Jazz. It's a 10-point game. Here's Sensabaugh. Jones rips down the board. He got it. It's blocked. And out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. 5 ticks left in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
So the Nuggets win it. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster move to balance things out a little, Grant.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Tomlin, good.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Pass to Collins. Back to Harden. To the right side. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Mitchell with the ball. Done in his pocket. And Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Cavaliers. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back to you, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Ooh, poked away. Done with a steal. Inside. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
They're taking the opportunity to get airborne. Kawhi doesn't hold back when he sees an opening.
Garland for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Leonard outside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Back to Mitchell. Launches it. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. The shot by Dunn, no good. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Mobley outside. Down low. Mitchell. It's rebounded by Zubac. Clippers trail by 3. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Mitchell with the ball. Done in his pocket. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Harden scanning the floor. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Los Angeles making a change here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Outside for Harden. Yes! And it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Harden proves he's more than just a perimeter player.
And Paul throws it down.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. To the paint. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Fires the 3. Pass to Tyson. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Leonard on the take. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
That hoop is what makes Kawhi so lethal. I mean, you have to respect the outside shot, but he can also take it right to the basket.
Now here's Ball. Drives to the hoop. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Such a creative player. Ball is especially clever at figuring out ways to draw fouls.
And so Ball nails both of them. Here's Harden. And that does it for the first quarter. Cleveland on top, up by 5. And quarter number 2 will get on. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Clippers are remaining competitive even with some shifting pieces in their roster. Star play creator James Harden said, quote, "We're legit and our defense is really good. Offensively, we know what we want to get to and we hang our hats on the defensive end." Guys, back over to you.
A heavy veteran roster. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Lopez with the steal. Outside Harden. Pass to Lopez. Stolen by Ball. From downtown, he drops it from range. Ball's got 7.
Nice quick trigger from Ball right there. Good at sizing up the defense and knowing when to shoot off the pass.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Some changes for Los Angeles. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Collins a screen. To the inside. Out to Leonard. Back to Collins. Pass to Leonard. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dennis. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. And miss after miss right now. Garland for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Clippers trail by 13. Leonard for 3. Count it! Leonard for 3.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
Merrill outside. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
To the middle. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Pass to Dennis. Collins outside. To the paint. Here's Dennis. Fires top of the key. Leonard can't get that one to fall. Cleveland leading by 14. Offensive board. Merrill. Excellent D there from Collins. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Now the Cavaliers with it. 1:16 left to play in the first half. Here's Garland. Rebounded by Lopez. Clippers trail by 12. Lopez, the screen. Inside. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low. Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Dunn outside. Down low. Leonard can't get it to go. The Cavaliers lead by 12. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Look, he's a lengthy wing who can defend multiple positions and space the floor. Hunter has a lot of value in this league.
Clippers trail by 13. To the inside. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it. Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Leonard looking around. Outside Harden. Tries to break his ice. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Cleveland on top. They lead by 13. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Cleveland leading by 13. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at. Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities. Honestly, guys, that's a shot you expect your players to make.
Tomlin, good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Hauled in by Brown. Dunn left side. Harden from outside. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That'll be a second foul of the game.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Yeah, you can get away with a little bump in the back, but as soon as you lean that much on him, you're going to get called for the foul.
Inside, Tomlin. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And the defense, they have to honor Mitchell as a scorer. And when they do, it just opens up the passing lanes.
Back to Brown. Misses the three. The Cavaliers lead by 19. Outside Garland. Outside Hunter. Beyond the arc. Hauled in by Brown.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Mobley with the block.
Yeah, nice timing on the rejection. Mobley showing you how incredible defensively he can be. That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Outside, Brown. Batum in the post. Over Garland. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And Cleveland has possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Clippers trail by 19. Harden with it. He's picked up by Garland. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Pass to Lopez. To the paint. Here's Brown. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. There's Ball with a three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. 17-point game. Leonard outside. Goes up on the wing. And Bryant pulls it down. And Cleveland has possession. Ball left side. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. Ball's got 10.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Yes, it's good.
Well within his arsenal. Bogdanovich doesn't hesitate when given the mid-range jump shot.
Pass to Wade. Over Collins. Wade misses.
The contest plus the board. A full defensive possession from him. Great effort.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
So both teams changing it up here. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Batum. And he lays it up and in.
And I like how Batum takes shots that come within the offensive schemes. A high IQ offensive player.
Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Zubac. Clippers trail by 16. Here's Sanders. No points yet. To the middle. With 4 on the clock. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And so it's Cleveland. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Clippers trail by 14. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Sanders. And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. From behind the arc. Up again. Ball. He's off on the layup. Collins, left side. Outside Bogdanovich. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Here's Ball. Down low. And that one's good. Bryant's got his first basket.
This is what Ball is known for. A selfless player who is terrific at facilitating the offense.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Batum outside. Picked by Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The length of Batum is sometimes a problem for defenses, which is why they resort to fouling him.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
First free throw is good. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Ball. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Clippers trail by 14. Batum outside. Dunn outside. On the wing, Harden. Dunn right side. Looking to get back on track. And Harden with the slam.
If given the space, Harden's not afraid to take it to the rim.
Ball looks over the floor. He's off from three. Clippers trail by 12. First one falls for him.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Outside ball. Takes a three. The three ball is down.
You can't give a shooter that kind of look on the perimeter. I don't care who it is.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Bryant. Here's the pass to Brown. Oh, he comes right back with a three of his own.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. A different look for Cleveland. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The putback. Oh, he stayed with it, but he couldn't get it to fall. Hunter on the wing. There's a minute 47 left in the game. Clippers trail by 10. Leonard. Mobley with the block. And it's turned out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise. So we'll have some free throws coming up here. He gets the first, and that brings him within single digits.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
Knocked loose. Done with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
Mitchell driving to the basket.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
Here's Lopez. And the three misses. Cleveland leading by 8. And now we've got an intentional foul. Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Cavaliers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Lonzo Ball.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
And Garland does a little bit of everything. A versatile guard with a bright, bright future.
Now Harden. Count it.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. We love it.
And that one misses. And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one. And that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Well, that's a good job of capitalizing at the line, adding some cushion to their lead.
And it's in there.
Oh, give Lopez props for staying ready. I mean, he reads these important situations so well and knows exactly what to do.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
Timeout.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Here's Harden.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop it?
Mitchell. It's good from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Puts up the tray. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill.
Nasty right there. Oh, my goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Clark, over the last few seasons, LeBron's three-point shooting has been more efficient than ever.
Yeah, how about this, B.A.? Since 24, he's right around 40% from deep on 5 attempts per game. So that's really impressive. And, you know, a guy like him, his greatness, part of his greatness is how he continues to reinvent his game, making modest modifications to what he does.
Inside. Here's James. Oh, and the jam by James.
An ultra competitor in everything he does. LeBron doesn't go up just for the simple layup. He wants to throw it down.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
Pass to Pirtle. James with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
Toronto shooting their first free throw of the contest. And that one misses. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Toronto passing it around. Barrett can't hit. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. 4-point game. Back to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yes, sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
Offensive rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
To the middle. Here's James. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And it's quickly with a miss. Los Angeles leading by 8. Screen by James. Pass to Hachimura. Down low. Kicks it to Doncic. Slammed in by Hachimura.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent in Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Brian?
They're happy to have him. Allie, appreciate the report.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Lakers making a switch here. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. To the paint.
Oh,
Nice! Big finish!
Man! Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Back to Ingram. To get back on track. And the layup is up and in. 7 points for Brandon Ingram.
Well, you know, Ingram's length is really an asset inside. It allows him to work over and around defender.
Pass to Doncic. Toronto grabs the miss. Here comes Toronto on the push. The three, Barrett. The shot comes out. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Leading by 12.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And it's Connect missing. The shot misses. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Lakers ahead. They lead by 14. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Pirtle with the bucket.
Got to admire how fast Pirtle slashes to the rim after setting the screen.
Hayes inside.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Quickly outside. Pass to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And he gets that one. Pirtle's got 6.
Leading him right to the basket with a tremendous pass. Really good execution there.
Now Hayes. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. To the inside. James. Some solid defense from Ingram. And Clark, for all the excitement around acquiring Luka Doncic, now the Lakers hoping to get him back to the NBA Finals.
Yep, his youth sets them up for the future, B.A., but with LeBron James in the fold, they still want to try to win now.
Pass to Barnes. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. The Raptors making a switch here. Los Angeles leading by 12. To the paint. Oh, LeBron hammers it down.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Inside. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Hayes. And here's Connect outside. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, locked and loaded. Connect, ready to launch.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Raptors trail by 17. Here's Shed. No good on the triple.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Will it go? It's rebounded by Kleber. The Lakers lead by 19. And finished off by Kleber.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Pass to Reeves. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Reeves will take that all day long. He'll put himself in harm's way if it means he's going to get to the line.
And so Reeves nails both of them. And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide." Guys, back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, thank you.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Pass to Murray Boyles. The fadeaway. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Nice work from Doncic. Doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Here's Shed. And the three off target. 17 seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Doncic.